California sea lion who was born at SeaWorld Orlando. He came to us just after about a year, and now Easton is a whopping 12 years old. So why don't you guys put your hands together for Easton? Now these guys, like I know, for flippers. That's because Easton here, he has a rotating hind. And they can also walk, run, jump, and climb with all four of those flippers.
That's cute.
Now Sheldon here is doing a great job demonstrating how the seals move around on land. So seals like Sheldon, there are flippers up underneath him. Instead of Sheldon moves around, he's just going to move around using really strong abdominal and belly muscles. And that mode of motion is called galloping. Now Sheldon here, he also has a much shorter front flippers. Those front flippers are about the size of a human hand. When Sheldon swims at speeds of 6 to 8 miles per hour, even reaching burst speeds of up to 15 to 20 miles per hour, which is really incredible. Now what we're doing with Sheldon right now is an enrichment session. So we do provide enrichment to all of our animals here at Gulfport throughout the day. So enrichment can come in many different forms. It does not only have to be these physical objects, but it can be something that they can see, hear, or even smell. So enrichment simply just has to be anything new in their environment that will get their minds and bodies moving. So as you can see throughout this enrichment session, Sheldon is moving around a lot, which is going to provide a lot of that physical exercise. And we can even go ahead and pair some of this enrichment with different fish. So this can encourage natural foraging behaviors where they have to go ahead and find their fish within those enrichment items. So all of our enrichment here at Gulfport is completely voluntary. They do not have to participate in it if they do not want to.
It's fine.
However, our job as trainers is to find out what these animals like and what they dislike. So if we do find that they are not really interacting with a specific object, we can go ahead and try to pair it with some fish. By adding fish to it, it will make them more inclined to interact with that object, and they're going to be able to find it nice and positive. Now, the most important reason why we train any of our animals is for their own well-being. So we're going to train them for mental and physical exercise, but we're also going to train them for medical care. So we train them several different husbandry behaviors. Husbandry behaviors are simply any behaviors that allow us to work together with. The reason why we brush and give them a mouth rinse for these seals is because they do have a enamel on their teeth, just like you and I. So if you were to take a look inside Sheldon's mouth, you're going to notice that his teeth are very bright in coloration. Behaviors with us. Now if you were to take a look inside Easton's mouth, you're going to notice that Easton has much more teeth that are much more darker in coloration. So those teeth are pretty dark because sea lions like Easton do not have enamel on their teeth. Instead, they develop a natural coating from the fish that they eat, and that is that provides that coloration, but it also makes sure that their teeth are going to be nice and healthy. Now, we can also train these animals many different husbandry care behaviors. It can be pretty basic behaviors, such as just putting them into different positions. These different positions are really important, although basic, because it allows us to get a good look at these animals. If we are at Gulfport. So we can ask them into those different positions, which are primarily used for grooming. Now mentioned, and they take a lot of time to train. So the most important thing when we train these behaviors is having a close and trusting relationship with each of these animals. So each and every day, all of our trainers will work with these animals, and that is going to help provide that trusting relationship. Now, when we train these behaviors, we are also going to use a lot of different mock equipment. So we don't always have access to the real equipment that may be needed for these different behaviors. However, we are going to provide different tools and create different items in order to help train them and get them used to all the different objects. So sometimes these objects can be scary looking, or they can sound really weird. So we do want to make sure that these animals get used to the sounds and sights of these different objects, so that when it comes time to the real thing, they are very comfortable with it. Now, when we train these animals, many people will be happy to help you out with fast transactions. Now, this is a limited time a lot of different fish in order to tell them that they're doing a great job.